Hi, everyone, and welcome. I am, as you know, doing a series of astrological sign readings um, by individual sign, and I believe I left off on Pisces. My next one will be Scorpio, but in between that, I'm doing this reading because this morning in meditation, I was seeing an elephant. And so I believe there is animal energy here, spirit animal energy here for us today. And I believe that this message is current as of today. This energy, that's coming in for us. And I decided to do this video outside today, outside of my patio, my deck. And the weather is becoming beautiful this time of year as I feel the energy coming in with, I'm going to say, the fall, the change of seasons, like going into fall, how the wind almost seems different. The air is what I'm trying to say, seems different. So today, I believe the energy coming in, there is a very real, strong sense of elephant, animal spirit energy here. And what I was seeing in this meditation this morning, I believe was meant to be a collective, a vision for the collective, right? The energy that's coming in. And what I saw and felt was, I didn't see the elephant in a group. I saw the elephant alone, and I was hearing stand alone, stand tall. And what I was hearing is fearless. And so this energy coming in with this elephant, what I was seeing is this being the size that elephants are. As children, we see them as huge, these magnificent beings that are just captivating, mesmerizing, and just these very beautiful beings that in a way are a bit mysterious, because if you live in the United States like I do, we don't really see elephants in the wild. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they are in other countries, but not here. And so unless they're held captive in a zoo or circus or whatever like that, that's something for another topic that I don't wish to get into right here, right now, because I am a firm advocate, a firm believer in equality for and fair treatment of animals. But getting back to what I saw in this vision and what I'm feeling about this elephant, animal spirit energy is the elephant that I saw standing alone was standing tall, and what I was hearing is standing alone with a better view of the world and where you are in it. Okay, that's what I was hearing, that's what I was feeling. That's what this animal energy comes in to represent. Okay, before I get started on the reading with the cards, I'm just going to go with the intuitive, what I'm feeling, what I was seeing, and what I'm sensing that's coming through for this message for all of us. What I have a sense of is that for the collective, this elephant represents, as individuals, as human beings, this elephant, the image of this elephant represents, and for some reason I'm seeing red on this elephant, like a cloth or something on its back, or something on its head. It's red though. And I do feel the energy of Ganesh here as well, because he is depicted as an elephant with the elephant trunk, and the obstacle, the remover of obstacles. But for this particular vision that I saw, what I feel right now is that we are in this place where we're maybe getting closer to figure out where we belong in our world, in this environment on this plane. And not just that, spiritually, because in order to succeed in our place in this world, in this life, on this path, we have to include, excuse me, the spiritual aspect of this, right? Pardon me while I take a sip of water. Okay, and so what I'm seeing is, in order to find our place in this world, I do believe we're getting closer to that realization of who we are and why we're here. And so seeing this elephant stand alone, standing tall, I believe that the energy that's flowing in is changing our perceptions. How we look at things, how we've seen certain things, like situations that we're in or have been felt trapped in or whatever. I'm also seeing that this elephant energy represents persistence. If you notice, if you've ever looked at elephants and if you've ever seen any documentaries on elephants, they are survivalists. They can survive. The environments they live in at times is super dry and there's not water for quite some time. These elephants are resourceful enough to know that they can use their trunks to dig down far enough into the ground where they can get just enough water, just enough to sustain them until the next rains come. For the most part, there are times when, they don't make it but in this instance, in this energy, this elephant energy is representative of our survival, our ability to thrive, okay? To pick ourselves up and rise above and see things in a different perspective. And for those of us who are touched and blessed with gifts of intuitive, sometimes we can even get caught up in situations that we're not seeing things clearly. So it's important to understand that this energy coming, this animal spirit that's here, is here to remind us. You don't have to be inferior. You don't have to feel inferior. You are on top of your world. And this is who you are. Whoever that is, whatever it is that you're feeling, what you should be doing, your life purpose or whatever you're to be giving in your world, in your place where you stand. What was that song? Stand in the place where you are. I forgot what group that is. But that's what I'm hearing, and that's what this elephant is representing. And so I am again using my elephants here as a backdrop because I also felt led to use these stones here, okay? For some reason, rose quartz stands out today. So these little rose quartz were, they were on a bracelet which broke. So I don't ever throw healing stones out. They are in fact out here today to charge in the sun. And also because rose quartz seems to be a very effective healing stone today in regards to this elephant energy, this standing tall, standing on top of your world, okay? So this rose quartz energy is here to open up your heart, to embrace whatever it is that whoever you are and where your place is in this world, in your world, on your path, okay? So I'm going to get started on the cards, but before I do, I want to just say very quickly that I would like to thank our Divine Creator. I would like to thank Spirit for being here today, for moving through me to reach you. And again, I am always so happy to be giving these messages and to be that voice and to learn from it as well. These messages that come through me, they flow through me. I step aside and let Spirit come through, and they do flow through me to teach me as well, guys. So like I always say, I'm on this journey with you. And so I can resonate with this elephant energy today, standing tall, rising above, being that in that place. Listen, I want to share something with you. Last night, we had a memorial for my son. And we had these lanterns. We did it in the evening. We went to his favorite place in this park where he used to hang out, and it was right as day was turning into night, and so we were in this circle, in this clearing in the park with woods surrounding us, and his childhood friends were there, all adults now, were all there, and they were sharing stories about my son, memories, good memories, and we lit the lanterns, and we wished him Godspeed as the lanterns lifted into the night sky. And as they were rising up, I was feeling to myself, I was hearing the word freedom. And I was hearing and sensing that this energy is, that gathering with those people was so healing for everyone, because it wasn't a gathering to say goodbye. It was a gathering to say, until we meet again. And you are free now, right? And so what I was seeing with those lanterns rising up so beautiful in the night sky, all these lanterns with the lights up high in the sky, I was sensing this very real energy that was here of release, letting things go and letting things end, right? So the end of my son's life here as a human, but knowing that his soul goes on, his energy there in the air all around us, to going to freedom, right? So this is what I'm seeing with these elephants, rising above, rising up, tall, larger than life, to see things, to be open, to see things in a new perspective, a new light, a new beginning, right? And it's this energy of it's like it's seamlessly flowing into this, closing out a chapter and rising to a new one, right? Opening a new chapter, allowing this new chapter to come in, allowing yourself to write the script on that chapter that you are co-creating with your divine creator, okay? And so these new perspectives, this energy coming in is powerful. I feel it so strong, which is why we're 12 minutes in and I haven't started the cards yet, because this energy is so strong that I can convey it through my voice, and hopefully through the energy transferred to you in this message, but also because it is just so powerful. The cards, yes, they're used as confirmation, but this energy coming in is so powerful that it's almost like I can barely breathe, because it's the end of closed-mindedness, of the end of seeing things only one way, taking the blinders off, rising above to that beautiful place where you're high above it all, okay? Not to say that you're not grounded here, but to say that your perspective and things like that have changed, your feelings about a situation, whatever. You finally coming into that place where you're not going to lament anymore, or have trouble going back and forth like a ping pong on a ping pong table with your thinking about this. It's more of a natural energy. I'm going to actually start shuffling. Actually, oh my goodness. So I was guided to look at the bottom of the deck. And of course, I've been saying this for a long time, new beginnings. Guys, throughout this chapter, or throughout all chapters in our lifetime on this journey, there's always endings and beginnings. And what I feel about endings is that it's looked at as negative sometimes, because some people look at it like, and I know some of you might be going, oh my God, is it my boyfriend? Is it my girlfriend? Am I ending? Don't automatically go there. I've been guilty of that myself. I've done that myself. But the thing to remember is that whatever is ending, it could be a perspective. It could be how you feel about yourself, badly or negatively. But I feel that an ending is actually the door opening to a new beginning, okay? I do feel as if this is it's like, okay, so I'm hearing changing of the guard. And I believe that changing of the guard is your guarded feelings about whatever situation you're in. Being guarded maybe about love, not being open to love, seeing things in a different way than they really are, okay? New beginnings, guys. That's what I'm seeing here. clear intentions. Look, I'm going to show you this. Look at these stones here. Clear intentions. These clear quartz. I chose them for a reason today. And they were catching my eye just now. And I was feeling like one of the things that's going to change for many of you is you're going to become clear. Clarity of belief, clarity of your path, clarity in how you feel about yourself and your boundaries and who you are and what you feel is good for you, and knowing for sure what is not good for you. Standing tall in your Empress energy and taking charge, helping to co-facilitate the changes that need to be changed or changes that need to be made in your life. I do see, like I said, I do see a lot of clear quartz here, and I do believe it's not a coincidence. I do believe it was here because I needed to show you, and I needed to feel it too. So I'm going to continue on and see what Spirit has to say about this animal energy, this spirit animal coming in for all of us today. So I'm looking at this elephant and I'm seeing the ear here and noticing, you know, of course elephants have huge ears. They have these huge ears, earlobes, whatever you want to call that there. But what I'm hearing is this is representative of listening, okay? When someone speaks, you hear them, right? You're maybe, for instance, at work or something. You hear someone talking off in the distance or on a conference call or whatever it is. But you're not really listening. You could hear, but are you listening? So that's what this elephant energy is about too. Listening to your heart. Listening to your inner voice, your inner light, the divine guidance that's here for you. Listening to, you could almost hear the changes. Kind of like in the dead of winter, if you live in a place that has snow, and the weight of the snow is heavy on the tree branch, you hear the tree branch creaking, cracking, whatever. It's heavy on that tree branch. That tree branch might fall off due to the weight. But so the point I'm getting at is you can almost hear, it's like the winds of change, the season of change is here. Okay, that's what I'm hearing, and that's what they're saying with this, pointing out that elephant ear. Listen, don't just hear. Listen, take it to heart. Listen to your guidance from your guides. Okay. Okay, thank you, guides. Yeah, because look at going forward on the path forward is illuminated just enough for you right now. In my experience, I am not shown my full path, and I don't think anybody is, because they give us just enough information and light to see, just enough to get through phases in our life. And right now, this phase in our life is this changing of the guard is what I'm hearing, changing of the season, changing to a new beginning, okay? It's almost as if the wind ushers in this change. That's what I'm sensing, and that's what I'm getting right now, okay? And some of you, I feel like some of you may be feeling or thinking, really, when's my turn coming? Because you say change all the time, but I don't see it. Here's what's going on. We need to be in a place where we can be open to anything. Not just the changes that we think are coming or we want to come, but anything. Because listen, as we are all energy, the universe brings in whatever energy is appropriate for us, whatever opportunity is appropriate for us, big or little. It could even be something like a change in someone being friendly to you when normally they're not, and that changes your perception then of a human beings, human nature, whatever. It's being open to accept all changes, not just the major ones in life, guys, not just, you know, a new romance or a new career, but the other things in life too that matter, that we take for granted or we don't notice because we're too much in a hurry on our journey. I'm guilty of it myself. We're too much in a hurry on our journey, on our path, to get to whatever outcome we're wanting, rather than notice all the other things in between that matter, that make a difference, that is pivotal to the outcome or whatever that outcome is going to be. One of the hardest things, and I know for me and from personal experience, but one of the hardest things to facilitate and to come into change with is patience. And believe me, I've been through my fair share of situations where it's like, really, well, I don't like this, so I'm thinking about it this way, one way, whatever. But we don't realize that the universe works in mysterious ways, that there are changes that need to come in that we have never even thought of. Things that need to come in, or things that need to happen for us to move forward and advance and escalate and to ascend. So, yeah, I just talked about patience, and this card came in, right? One of the cards that fell out a minute ago. One sec. Sorry, I had an ant crawling on my arm. Patience, right? And so it's not easy. And sometimes I used to get literally pissed off when I would hear patience. And it was like, how much longer? And so what I'm hearing now today with this animal energy, the spirit animal energy, is allow the universe to bring you what you need. Just like these elephants who there's no rain for weeks or whatever, how long. They use the resources available to them, what they naturally know, the instinctual ability to dig for water, and they find it eventually. And so they know they just have to keep digging. They don't stop and think about, well, if I dig here, you know how we kind of just make stories up in our head. If I stop to, allow myself to have patience with something, or to just cleanse and clear and purify my energy, what if I miss something? Well, here's a news flash. Doing those little things is part of that journey. It's part of discovering the new beginning. It's part of getting to where you need to be, allowing and co-facilitating whatever it is that has to come into our path along the way to get to whatever manifestation you're asking for. And so it's simple is what I'm hearing our guides say. It's simple. Why? Human beings tend to overthink. We do. And I will say this in a lighthearted way. Some signs, guys, overthink more than others. It's just your personality. It's just who you are. But you're every bit as special as all the others. So don't take that personal. But what I'm hearing our guides say, it's a matter of simplicity. To not overcomplicate things. To allow ourselves to open up to the universe, whatever that might be. And that's one of the hardest things to do, is to trust, to sort of sometimes feel your way through the darkness in faith. Okay, a lot of times we get to that place where we're like, well, I don't know what's ahead for me. I'm not going to trust that because I don't know. I'm not going to go out on a limb, or I'm not going to whatever. But Spirit is saying, you make it too complicated. Allow what comes to come, and then you'll know what you need to do your part in facilitating this on this journey to change. Because let's face it, if we went through life and nothing ever changed, if we stood still in time and the world evolved around us, we would be so bored, but we would also be sort of, how do I say this? Keeping ourselves from growth, right? There was a movie, I notice I reference movies a lot. There was a movie, it had Brendan Fraser in it, and his family was living underground. I think in the 60s they went underground and didn't come back up until the 90s, and realized that the world around them grew and moved forward while they were stuck underground in the 60s. Above them was the world that had grown in all ways around them into the current day, which was then in the 90s, I believe. And so, so our angels are saying it's super important to allow changes so that you can grow with them. Okay? Let's see if there's anything else they have to say here. Okay. Allow for those changes. Allow yourself to float. Allow yourself to be, just move with the changes. How the air moves you. Allow that natural process to happen. Okay? I think a lot of you are getting to that place where you're feeling that you're ready to just allow these changes. Allow to whatever's coming in to come in. And to be a part of this growth and success, abundance, prosperity going forward in your life in whatever way that is. For some of you, it could be financial. It could be all financial, love, career, health, all of it. Because when you open up to allow yourself to grow, the doors of opportunity open for you, okay? Because if you picture yourself like you are your own energy, you are your own person. And so whatever is in your life that belongs with you, such as finances, such as financial security, career advancement, whatever it might be, when you open up to allow those things to be with you, not fight against them, though they can freely come in, that energy flows in, okay? And if you are in that place where you feel as if you are open, but that energy isn't flowing, then there's something that has to be healed, okay? And so, all right. Some of you are at a standstill where you just don't know what to do next. Well, I've heard message after message after message, and changes are coming, but why not? Why am I standing still? There's either something, as I said, that needs to be healed, or I feel like there's a reason why you're on pause right now. It could be because you need to recalibrate, to refocus your energy. It could be that you're still in some kind of healing, and you have to move out of that place and release those feelings or whatever it is that's been keeping you down in order to move forward. It's like standing in front of a brick wall. You're on a path, and then the path goes on outside of that brick wall, but you're behind that brick wall. So you can't go forward until you allow that brick wall to come down, so you can move forward and you can face whatever it is that's been holding you up. Okay, so there is a purification here for you guys. Again, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, okay? There's a purification in whatever way it is that you need to be purified, whatever it is. Your perspective, how you feel about yourself, how you value yourself, whatever purification it is that's coming in. I do feel as if it is almost like a total cleansing of how you view yourself. That's why this animal energy was here. How you view yourself in your world. Where are you? Are you standing tall, or are you lying down? Right? Are you that little mouse that can't see? How do I say this? In some tarot, mice, I think in the Lenormand deck, mice represent unsettled, sometimes destruction, whatever. So I guess what I was seeing is this little mouse and an elephant. Are you able to stand tall and see the bigger picture? Or are you going to stay small and only see whatever is right around you, right? And so that's what I'm feeling with this message this morning. We are going farther in time than I thought we would, but I'm going to keep going until Spirit tells me to stop. Okay? Kind of feeling out what it is that our guides, what more they want to tell us. Because I'm with you in this. I loved hearing the messages too. Even though they come through me, they are from Spirit. And so I a lot of times these messages apply to me as well. So I'm going to ask for guidance. Okay? All right. Yeah, here we go. Archangel Uriel comes in to say, your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. Right? So Archangel Uriel says, call upon me. I'll help you to release anger, to release the situation, and to help you find forgiveness within yourself for yourself. And that's when the gates open for you, okay? That's that brick wall. And so then that wall will come tumbling down and you can continue on your path. Throughout our lifetime, guys, throughout our path, there's always going to be something that we need to work on, always. And it doesn't have to be exhausting. It just means if you look at it in the right way, the right perspective, then it's going to help you get through those changes. I'm not going to even go there as far as what specific messages for you guys, because you know, and you should know, it should resonate what these changes are within yourself that need to be changed that will affect your outer world, okay? Let's see. Is there anything else, guys, that you'd like to tell us today? Share with us anything else about this animal spirit energy that's here today regarding, the elephant energy that brings in the reminder that we need to see things and view things in a broader way, in the right perspective, instead of having a closed mind. Okay. Right? It is safe for you to use your inner power. It is safe for you to open yourself up, to embrace, to love yourself, to love the path that you're on, even though sometimes it doesn't make sense. Trust me. Last night when I had that memorial for my son, the energy there was so healing for everyone. His friends, for all of us, because it was a way of celebrating his life. And so the way we approached it was beautiful. And yes, it was emotional. It was sad. It's sad to lose someone in the physical. But the lanterns that went up into the sky, it just showed me that our energy, our spirit goes on forever, okay? We watched those lanterns go up into the sky till we couldn't see them anymore. And they were beautiful. And I was now sitting here doing this reading, I'm reminded that that is what our life is. We are beings of light. We're beings of energy. We're beings of this beautiful empowerment to push us through, to get us through the changes. Because, guys, this is about you, okay? It's about you. Your journey, I always say this, yours, not someone else's, your journey, okay? So focus on that and allow your guidance to come in and to work with you, your guides to work with you, and for you to work within yourself and to facilitate these changes coming in. Change can be scary for human beings because instinctively we think, uh-oh, change. What's gonna happen here? And we get nervous. But sometimes, I'm not saying in this situation or whatever situation you're in, but sometimes it seems like you're taking half a step backwards. But sometimes it's the universe removing something so something new can come in. It's almost like being driving on the road or whatever, and there's this humongous hole in the road and you can't go around it. So you have no choice but to wait for it to be fixed. Obviously you could turn around and go in the other direction, but in this scenario, you would need, in order to go forward, you would need this big hole in the ground to be replaced so you can continue onward. And so that's what happens. The universe will remove something. Maybe it's something small, or it might feel like a setback for a moment, but then it's smooth sailing forward until your next, whatever it is that universe has next for you, okay? So I believe that we are nearing the end of this message, and also because our neighbors are starting to get out there and do their lawn duties or whatever they're doing. So I'm sure you can hear that in the background. But so I guess what I want to end with and what Spirit wants to say is breathe, breathe, and allow the universe to bring in whatever the universe needs to bring in for a new beginning, for something better than and grander than you ever even thought possible. Okay? It's when we open up our mind, our hearts, and align our body, mind, and soul to then receive the blessings that are coming in, as I can see on the bottom of this card deck here. Blessings, okay? So I wish you all a very beautiful day. I can't really see my backdrop here because the sun is glaring off of my screen, but I hope you can see everything. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and know that these messages are brought to you in love and light and truth, and that I'm with you on this journey every step of the way. And please feel free to contact me if you need me. You know my email address is blossomingsouls1111@gmail.com, and I'm here as often as Spirit leads me here to bring in these messages and to help you with your path, and mine as well. Okay? So have a beautiful day, and God bless you.